Hello, I am back with more 2d6 dungeon. Last time we explored a bit of level 4 of the dungeon and came through this raided tomb where we had to fight an undead bear, but that, while taking quite a bit of damage in the process, that yielded quite nice loot. So we now have a lot of treasure items worth quite a few gold coins and also a bit of cash. Now next we found this twisted effigy, and from there on we were now going to continue down here, look what's in the corner, and then probably see how we're looking, how our HP is looking, if we want to go look for an exit back to town or explore a bit more. So let's roll up the room. That's a 2x2, which we have to reroll. So it'll be a 5x4, which fits pretty nicely down here. It's just the wrong way around, but I'll just turn it upside down and it won't have any doors because there's no room down here. So I'll just put it in like that. And this will be dead space. Let's roll for the room itself. This is just a regular sized room. 3 and a 6. A marble temple, which is unique. And has random exits, which is of no importance for us. So, set to one side is a self-contained miniature temple of pink marble with 4 pillars. You look around the structure, make a precision check at precision 9 with 1 attempt, and if we pass, we roll on SECT1. No, actually SECT2. Misread that. So a precision check. We've got +2 precision. Do we have anything else granting precision? No, I think we had that fidelity potion a while back, but we've used that. Yeah, so it'll just be a normal precision check. So 2d6, add our precision modifier, which is a 5, and we did not pass. So we don't get to roll on SECT1. I think that's probably secret treasure or secret whatever table. Secret chest table maybe, but not for us. So that held nothing, and we'll just track back because our HP are still looking fine at 29 or 40, and probably go down the right side here. That is a 2x6 tall room with 3 doors, which will only be 2, but that's fine. Oh, I accidentally closed off the door down there. We'll have to do like that. And let's see what this room actually contains. So a 1 and a 3 is a collapsed chamber, which isn't unique and has random exits. Which I think I'll do first. So exit type table 4. This time we're rolling on the correct exit type table. 5 and a 2 is reinforced doors. Ooh. Okay. So could be annoying, but we've got so many lockpicks and our precision is fine. I think we'll be fine. But let's first read what the collapsed chamber says. Part of the stone ceiling here has collapsed. The room is passable, but looks precarious. To pass through this room, roll a d6 and add your discipline. On a 4 or lower, you slip and lose 3 HP. So we'll just roll the d6. We've got the domination potion, which by drinking that, our discipline would go up to +4, which would ensure us not slipping. But I think we can risk the 3 HP. Still got pretty good chances as is. Yep, so that's a pass. Rolled a 5 + 2, so 7. And that's that. So another pretty boring room, or at least not very eventful. But now we've got these doors to deal with. So let's see if that reinforced door is locked or not. So on a 5 or 6 it's locked, which it isn't. And just go through there. 5 by 3. With 3 doors, which again will just be 2, because we're going around the outside here. And let's roll for the room itself. That is a 6 and a 2. What does that mean? A mosaic tomb. So many different kinds of tombs here. Mosaic tomb, which is unique as well and has random exits again. So once again, after I forgot last time, or that's a few videos ago now, and we had the whole struggle with the portcullises, I wanna always remember to roll on these exit tables. First things first. So that's portcullises again, which I've kind of grown to like, because they're a bit of a different challenge than just using a lockpick. Got that random lever table, so a bit more variety there. And you can always just wait for someone to come through them, like a door. So what does the mosaic tomb say? This space was once beautiful and features a large mosaic showing a battle scene. Kneeling at a large chest is a tomb raider. They turn and draw their cutlass, and after we roll on CT3. So the tomb raider, I think we haven't fought yet, but the room with the undead bear had a dead tomb raider lying there, which I also tried to sketch in, which is why we didn't have to fight them last time. But they are a level 3 enemy as well, just like the bear. I'll quickly tweak the focus here. So we're going to be fighting. So 20 HP, that's quite a bit. But only 1 shift. I always like seeing that. And they give quite a bit of treasure. Body search table 2, bag table 2 + 2, and 2d6 gold coins. That's great. So let's have a quick look at their interrupts and our armor. So low duck on primary 4s and 5s, so that's luckily nothing that would concern us, and a forearm block on secondary 1s and 2s. So the swooping spin once again is slightly weaker, but it's still 1 point stronger than the heavy slash. Now, they've got primary 3s for both of their maneuvers, which means in both cases our helmet applies, so we get -2 damage on all of their attacks. That's great. It's great news. So D3 -2 is most of the time going to be nothing, and D6 -2 is still hurts, but yeah. So the helmet doing great work here, I think. Let's just attack him. I like our odds. No need for a finesse potion, I believe. So a 6 and a 2, which we can just turn into the heavy slash. Now if we had 3 shift, we'd be able to do the swooping spin, but no such luck. So d6 plus 2 damage, I believe. Yep. So 4 damage to start with. And have him attack us back. Okay, so they've only got 1 shift, so that's way off what they need. Attack again. 2 and a 6. That's kind of a bad roll for us. And yeah, sure enough, I just looked on my cheat sheet so I don't have to calculate. That's a miss. They attack with a 2 and a 3, which is bad for them as well, because they only have 1 shift, so round of misses. Got a 1 and a 3. That again is a miss. Yeah, that's just off what we need. They've got a 3 and a 6, which is an exact roll of their grip twist. Now again, enemies don't do exact strikes, even if they roll their maneuvers exactly. But that's still going to be an attack, so d3 damage, but again, so d3 minus 2 because of our helmet. Yeah, so nothing there. Very nice. Helmet was a good investment. So now we've got that bonus shift, which I gotta find on this funky die. 3 and a 6. That's just off the swooping spin and the heavy slash as well. So another miss. We keep missing here. But they do too, so 6 and a 5 with their 2 shift, because they need a primary 3. That's definitely going to be nothing. So far, no one's really having too much success in this fight. 4 and a 2, now that's something. So that'll be a swooping spin, d6 plus 3, and that's a 6. So 9 damage there, leaving them at 7, because we did 4 in the first round. Let's have them attack us again. 2 and a 4. Now I gotta think here, they've got 3 shifts, so if they first of all use 1 to turn that into a 3, and then 2 to turn that into a 6, they will be able to do the grip twist again. And actually a point of damage goes through our helmet. Now I don't know how the helmet protects us from the grip twist, but I'll take it. Doesn't really make sense, does it? Okay, so let's attack and hope for another nice big swooping spin. 4 and a 5. We've now got 5 shifts, so let's use 3 of those. Turn this into a 2 and 1 of those. Do a swooping spin, d6 plus 3. That's 6, so they've got exactly 1 HP left. Annoying. Double 2 for them. They've got 4 shift. Yeah, so that'll be 1 shift on that and 1 shift on that, which is the cutlass slash, the stronger of the 2. So d6 minus 2 because of our helmet again. Didn't do anything. Very nice. Okay. So now I think their block is going to be out of effect because we're in round 7. I just can't show it here. So all the movement-based interrupts don't work. And the low duck and the forearm block, I'd say, are movement-based. Although actually the block, maybe not so much. Yeah, but so we'll just turn this into a heavy slash, why not? And that does d6 plus 2 damage guaranteed. So that's more than enough to finish them off. Very nice. So 70 XP for us. Slowly climbing up there. 1716 XP total. And I'm just noticing it's not very legible. Yeah, so this pen gets really smudgy on the paper here. I don't really like that, at least not for areas that you have to erase a lot. I might go back to pencil for the HP and XP. But so now a whole bunch of treasure is awaiting us, I think. So we'll do the Tomb Raider's treasure first. And then the chamber itself, the mosaic tomb, had the role as well. So first, body search table 2. I'll have to quickly search for the body search. And that's a 2d6. So a 4, but plus 2, so 6. A bag lays beside the body. Inside you find twigs, dankoma stems, and scarlet aureovatus. Okay. Dankoma stems. Scarlet how is that spelled? Aureovatus, which we have not found before, but that is one of the herbs. So that's used for medicated bandages, health pastes, and sterilizing powder, and dark shell, whatever the dark shell is. Let's look at the health paste. So we need scarlet aureovatus, we need ileus petals, ileus, and somaris leaves. I think we might have the somaris leaves, or am I confused here? I mean, I am confused, that's a fact, but I think I am... Yeah, I'm mixing those up with the cathotus spines, I think. Yeah, we already had some dankoma stems. What are those good for? For the medicated bandage and the sterilizing powder. So we could now with the scarlet aureovatus make a medicated bandage or a sterilizing powder, a dose. I don't know what those do, I'll have to look them up. Okay, but so that's the body search. Now the bag table 2 plus 2. Which is a 2d6 as well. Let's hope for a higher roll this time. Yep, so 8 plus 2. Oh no, I completely confused those. So we didn't have the plus 2 on the body search table. I'll have to correct those. So what did we just find? We found the dankoma stems. We found the scarlet aureovatus, and I didn't even write down the twigs because I got off track. So we'll look back on the body search table at the 4, because we rolled a 4. But we'll do the bag table now, because I've got the roll here. So that's a 10. You peer inside the leather bag and see 3 goblets worth 66 plus 20 silver coins, a throwing dart, and a potion. Interesting. So 66 plus 20 silver coins. Let's do those. So that's 10 plus another 13, so 23 plus 20, so 43 silver coins. 3 goblets, 43 silver coins. I'm guessing that's for all of them combined. A throwing dart and a potion. I don't know if the throwing dart's a large item, but that's a throwing weapon, obviously. I'll note it down here, but I don't think we need a pouch for that. Throwing dart. And we can roll on the potion table, which is potions 1 plus 1, which I'll do first. Sorry, this is all over the place, but these room rewards often lead to rolling on 3 or 4 tables. So potions 1 plus 1. It's a 3. Potion of phasing, whatever that does. I think maybe dodging attacks or something. I'll have to look that up as well. And now we'll quickly go back to the body search table from earlier and look what we actually rolled. Because we rolled a 4. You rummage through the racks but find nothing, right? Yeah. So we didn't get those herbs, sadly, so we can't make those bandages. But that's fine. And now for the room itself, the mosaic tomb, we roll on CT3. And I promise then we're done with all the looting. So that's chest table 3, which is 2d6. No modifier on this roll. A 9. Some bottles have been smashed in this chest, but 2 have survived. Roll on potions 2 and potions 3. Okay, so I'll quickly do those as well. So we've got the potion of phasing. I'll write those down in the room here from earlier. And then we'll do potions 2. That is a potion of gain health. And potions 3. That is a potion of gain health again. Okay, so I've just looked up what those do. We know what the potion of gain health does, but the potion of phasing allows us to phase through one locked door, ignoring the locked status and nothing else. So I knew it could be used on the stone slab, but I thought maybe it had other uses as well. I think I already said my guess was maybe dodging attacks, but no. So this is really only to phase through locked doors. And I think we'll leave it in the mosaic tomb because we're so tight on potion space, and just leave it there. If we find a stone slab that we can't open, that might be a nice item to go back for. But like this, I don't think we really need it because we have so many lockpicks still 5 lockpicks plus 3 and also 6 plus 1 lockpicks. And yeah, lockpicking hasn't really been a problem for us so far. We can always just wait. I hope that's not a mistake. On later floors, the locks might get harder and the patrols might get deadlier, so you might not want to wait. But let's do that like that. And I think the 2 potions of gain health, I'm still unsure if the resist magic is worth it compared to a potion that gains you 15 health. But what I am going to do is drink that and just overheal completely. So we have just gained 30 HP. Don't know why I keep messing those up. Back. So we are now at a comfortable 58 HP. Looking golden, I'd say. And we can just continue onwards. I think after this, with the potions, we've got quite a bit more dungeon in us before we have to go look for an exit. But now we've got to look on the portcullis lever table if we want to make it out of here, which I will quickly pull up. So that is the same table for every dungeon floor. There's only one portcullis lever table, and that's always just a 2d6. So a 6, a lever next to the portcullis works and opens all the portcullises in the room. Very nice, not a problem. Let's move into this corner down here. That is a 5x2, which I will quickly put in. And it has got 3 doors again. I keep rolling that. I'll put one at the far end here, but it can't really have any more than that. That is room number 9 on this floor. And let's see what room number 9 contains. 3 and a 2. That's the dome cage. Interesting, which is unique. So a dome cage. There is a ophilid in a cage here. Pressure plates litter the floor and are hard to avoid. Make a PC8, which is a precision check 8, 2 attempts, or you accidentally stand on one. The cage rises and you must fight the foe. And it's got a reinforced door. Now I gotta quickly check, but I do believe the 2 means we have 2 attempts to succeed and not 2 attempts to fail. So we don't have to pass both checks, just one of them. Yeah, so says here the number in brackets represents the amount of attempts we have before the task becomes impossible. So we just have to pass one of those precision checks at 8. Let's try. That's an 8, so we've already done it. So we don't have to fight the foe. That's kind of sad, so nothing else in this room. I want to have a quick look if that was something super nasty. So it is not a level 3 enemy, might be a level 4. Yep, so it's a level 4 enemy here, which gives 210 XP and 3d6 gold coin or a torque worth 32 HP. Wow, and 2 shift. And d6 plus 2 and d3 plus 2 damage. So weirdly enough, I think I would have kind of liked fighting that just because it's exciting. And we've just healed 30 HP, so we would have been able to do it probably. But like this, we'll have to get our XP elsewhere. Let's see if this door is unlocked. That's a reinforced door, so on a 5 or 6 it's locked. That is locked. And it is locked at a 4. Okay, let's just pick the lock, which is a precision check. I won't even use a lockpick. I'm gonna be that confident. Yeah, so we rolled a 9 plus our 2 precision is an 11, so we look at the lock and it crumbles basically. So no match for us. Let's move upwards here. That's a 4x4. I like to see that. Potential for a big room. Certainly. So 8x7. That is quite the room. So a 7 will be 2 up there. And an 8. I can't make it that big. How many doors? No doors. So a huge dead end back here. That's exciting. And that is room number 10. Let's roll on the level 4 large rooms. Which is, yep, there it is, 2d6. That is an 8, which is a columbarium, which is not unique. Several coffin-shaped compartments are set into the wall here. There is banging coming from one. If you open it, roll on level 3 undead, and if you survive, roll on CT3 plus 2. Okay, so treasure chest 3 plus 2. That sounds really good. We definitely open it. I mean, we have become the Tomb Raider ourselves, basically. And gotta smoke him while you got him, right? These 58 HP. So L3 undead. We've rolled on that before several times. So interesting, it's not even the level 4 undead. Just double check that I really rolled on the level 4 large rooms and not level 3. Yup. Okay, so L3 undead. It's just a d6. A4 is a zombie. We have fought those before. So columbarium with a zombie. Which takes us all the way back to a level 2 enemy. and has 12 HP. Suddenly these level 2 enemies seem like weak enemies after the things we've seen. The stone statues and undead bears and tomb raiders we fought, though I wouldn't mind fighting more tomb raiders, they gave great loot. Okay, so I know we fought zombies before, but I don't exactly remember their interrupt, so 1s, 2s and 6s, so our swooping spin does 1 damage less, okay. Seems like that always gets countered by something. Ah, but right, so the zombie had that really strong attack that rarely hits, but if it does, we're in trouble. Okay, let's just attack with a 5 and a 4. Now with our 2 shift, that is not enough to do the swooping spin, but the heavy slash, which will do d6 plus 2, so 4 damage. Have the zombie attackers, 5 and a 2, that's 2 of its clawed hand and it only has 1 shift, so lucky us. 2 and a 6, that seems bad. And it is, so that's a miss. 2 and a 4, that's a miss for the zombie as well. 4 and a 1 for us. That is nice, because that's 2 of our swooping spin. Why am I so confused with the dice? So that's d6 plus 3 because of the interrupt. But the zombie only has 8 left, so it could finish him. And it did, so 9 damage. Killing the zombie. Clean fight. Body search table 1 for us and 38 XP before I forget. So 1754. Yeah, so that caged monster that gave like 100 or 200 XP or something might have been fun to fight to quickly level up, but we'll do it this way. Okay, and probably shouldn't get too greedy. I think we'll get our XP sooner or later. We are on level 4 still, so maybe we don't even need to be level 5 on this floor. So the zombie is body search table 1. And let's hope for some nice treasure. Doesn't seem like that. The body bursts into flames, destroying any loot, and there is dark magic here. That's that. But after we fought the zombie, we get to roll on CT3 plus 2, which is the chess table 3 plus 2, and that seems great. And that's a 12 plus 2, so didn't even need the modifier. Lying at the bottom is a beautiful throwing axe plus 3. It has the Yips rune engraved on it. See rune 1. Okay, so found another throwing axe. Throwing axe plus 3. Yips rune, which I think is a different one. Yeah, we had the Poet's Rebound rune, which isn't engraved on anything at the moment. I'll quickly check what the Yips rune does. If it somehow prevents the axe from getting lost, that'd be great. Yips returning rune. When engraved on a throwing weapon, it returns to the adventurer's hand if it causes damage on that attack, and can be thrown again in the same combat, giving 1 extra attack. You can only do this once per combat. Okay, so what's that mean? So if we throw it, it returns to our hand. So I guess if we just throw it once, it can't be lost. And it can be thrown again in the same combat. But I'm guessing then we can lose it? I'm not too sure. Interesting. It returns to the adventurer's hand if it causes damage. Okay, so if it gets completely blocked by the interrupt and does no damage, I guess you lose it as well. I had a quick read in the rules here, and I'm still not too sure, but just reading the rune stone table, because it says it returns to the adventurer's hand if it causes damage on that attack and can be thrown again in the combat. You can only do this once per combat. Sounds to me like if we throw it the second time, we can still lose it and it doesn't return. But if we just throw it once, we can be sure that we get our weapon back because it returns to us, unless the interrupt completely negates the damage, which is 9 damage for this throwing axe, so that will probably not happen until some later floor where the interrupts might do -9 damage, or if there's interrupts that completely negate attacks, I don't know. So I'm guessing it's maybe a bit of a risk-reward. You could either play it safe, only attacking once per combat, but at least you've got the throwing axe, or you could throw it twice, doing double the damage, which is great actually, 9 damage twice, but you could still lose it actually. Yeah, so I'm going to guess that's what that means. And that to me sounds like I'm going to be using it, at least for now, only once per combat and just be sure that it returns to me, which is great. You know, a free attack for 9 damage right out of the gate seems very, very useful, especially now that the enemies are getting tankier and tankier. And then on some later, maybe mini boss or boss, we might use it to throw it twice, and if we lose it, so be it. But against the regular enemies, I won't risk losing the fancy throwing axe, and I'll just throw it once. Now that's just my interpretation. I'll look online later if maybe on Board Game Geek or on some forum there's a definite answer to this, but hey, it's a solo game, so we can rule it the way we want. And if it seems too overpowered, we might have to change it. But just reading the description, that's what it sounds like to me. Okay, so I think that's a great find to finish this video. Yeah, that's the columbarium done. And we are still looking great. We actually healed during this video up to 58. So we are happy, healthy, have our fancy new axe, and are just plowing through these dungeon rooms. And I am thinking I'll end it here. And next time we'll check out what's behind that portcullis, because that opened as well after we found the switch. So there's still fun to be had here. See you then.